them, push it to the limit like sins of even Adam. And let's go into battle with our bodies and our souls. And don't stop till we all reach our goal. Figure eight to a hole, clean and press. It'll spell success, help us look our best and keep it moving. No such thing as even losing. Survive the firepower, my beats, they keep you moving. I show improving at a little hard work. Blood, sweat, tears, a little grind, a little dirt, a little bit of fear, a little pain, a little hurt will really prove to you what your worth. And that's birth of a warrior that's never scared of fighting, unstoppable with the strength of a titan. Slam the sledgehammer like a big boulder lighting, electrifying cities across the state united. Welcome everyone to Punch Gym. Now let me help you understand what you're in. Forget about the weights and the plates and machines on the floor. We keep it old school like this was Rocky IV. Sandbags and boulders and rocks, Bigfoot tires, we flip across the lot. Iron cross clean to an overhead squat, and me out your speakers at 100,000 watts. Show me what you got, show me what you made of, show me who you are, show me where you came from. We don't really care if you built like Hulk Hogan. The art of straight, baby, much more than a slogan, much more than a title, precise like a rifle. Anthony DiLulio, we represents an idol, the man with the plan for every woman and man to look up in the mirror and help them understand that I am who I am, and I'm strong when I stand. When I say that I can, I should say that I can, and live my life and live it long. This is the art of strength, baby, and they call me Rod Strong.
We asked a couple of them in the beginning, what does emotional safety mean to them? And most of them would respond in the way of just being safe in their surroundings, being able to be who they are. But at the time, they really didn't feel that way.
My personal hope going into this was to give these students a place outside of school and outside of the home where they would feel comfortable with an adult. Comfortable meaning a place that they could express fears and doubts and problems and insecurities, and know that our purpose is to help them through those things.
A lot of people started to take the initiative to make themselves better and try to pull everybody else up to make, you know, the whole group better as one. They're giving each other advice and sticking up for each other and offering to help, and just becoming a real good cohesive unit that worked very well together.
The changes that I saw in the students were definitely more personal than anything else. I saw them all gain a higher level of self-confidence. They came out of their shells. They were able to get up in front of groups and present and relate to each other, and that was something that day one coming in I did not expect to see.
I wanted to do this because if I know I can change one person's view or change one kid's life to get them to believe in themselves and move forward, then I did what, you know, my goal was.
The students started to open up very early on about things that are personal to them, the, you know, things that bother them that are much deeper than, you know, oh, I didn't do good on my test or whatever.
You're in the position where you think you're the one teaching, but they're the ones teaching us, and it was just an amazing experience. I think they all changed for the positive, and you see that when you're around them.
By the end of the program, I know that they felt they could come to us with anything, and they felt they could go to each other as a group for support. You
can achieve anything you want, and that was the message I always wanted to kind of get across to them, that, you know, dream big, And once you find that dream, put the steps in place so you can achieve that dream. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't.
I really appreciate the time I had here because I grew as a person, and I'm going to take that and hopefully put that into where use the skills they gave me and make them useful for wherever I go.
My name is Michelle Portilla, and I am a 10th grade advisor at the Met Liberty. Well, with regard to Eddie, he started off kind of introverted, but very willing to talk to people, but not always sure what he was going to say or what he really thought while he was talking. Most importantly, I think he's really learned a lot about what it really takes in the real world to push yourself, like what that means and having to do that on your own.
I remember when I went to go speak at Big Bang and I came in and I said, oh, I can leg press 860 pounds, I can bench 250 pounds, but ask me how long I can go on the ropes without getting overly exhausted or trying to pass out on a hot day. That's something like you can't, these certain things you can't just measure.
I think Eddie picks things up quickly, but he wasn't always so great at the intangible stuff, the things that you can't really measure with a test. And I feel like through this program, he's really grown a lot in terms of personal qualities. And one of the things, I think the most important lesson he got is that quality is much more important than quantity. And so his effort in terms of the work that he turns in is a lot better.
I'm going to take away a journey, you know, being sincere. I'm speaking from the heart as of right now, but I mean, going through this has been a challenge. Now it's like I want to make something of myself. You have to take education, you have to take everything by your hands and just take grasp of it and bend it and force it until you get something.
Before this program, I thought emotional safety was just like, it was just how you like act around other people. Like, can you like be outgoing and stuff like that. I'm kind of like self-conscious about how people like judge me and like how they react to what I like say and do.
Laddie has matured greatly, and it's given him a lot of confidence. It's something that he looks forward to, literally every day. It's part of his after-school program as well as in his internship. So it's really given him positive in everything he does, even in his schoolwork, I have to say, within the past year.
Schoolwork before the program, I don't know, most of my stuff was always like late, and all my stuff was like everywhere around the room, like 24/7. I was never organized. During this internship, the schoolwork's been getting better. Like I've been more organized, and well, I haven't been procrastinating as much too.
He's become more patient, and he's more proactive in his schoolwork, where he had a tendency of procrastinating a lot. It's given him better time management skills, as a matter of fact. So it's been a tremendous change, and I really give a lot of credit to Kerry, his mentor, as well as Colin, and Heather too.
This journey has made me feel emotionally safe, and has given me the tools to feel emotionally safe in situations that would normally like scare me.
I would definitely promote it. As a matter of fact, I'm promoting it right now. Over where I work, our office, as a matter of fact, there's a group of us that we're going to be planning a session over here at Kettlebell Gym. So that's how much of an impact Laddie has had on me.
Before, my expressions and impressions to people like, oh, get away from him, he's a bad guy, he looks evil, he's mad at you. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, but now I feel like it gotten better over time. Like, I'm smiling, I'm having fun, and people see me in a different approach, and I appreciate that.
In my 41 years of teaching high school gym, I've never seen a student be so committed from the beginning to the end of a program.
To be emotionally safe, you have to be free, be yourself, but like all the people around you care about you, they support you, and you're not afraid to do anything over there.
His budgets are cut away and his opportunities are reduced. I think it's important that we have that chance. So I was actually pretty excited to get a guy like Jake who was into the physical fitness and really into the working out, to also then have an avenue to try to incorporate more than just the physical element of it.
I feel like before, when I was younger, I always been picked on and considered weak.
It has changed his personality. It's changed his lifestyle.
You give what you get, and so if I give you honesty, eventually you'll be comfortable enough to give me back honesty.
It's got the elements of team sports, all the kind of the positives of, reinforcing bonds and working with one another, but I think it has kind of less of the stress of you have to perform or not perform for the sake of the team, and more of you perform because it benefits you.
I feel like people appreciate me and know that I'm not a negative person at all. I'm really a nice guy.
We're always saying in different programs that if we do this and we save one person, then the program's worth it. And in this case, not only did we save Jake Gonzalez, but we improved the quality of his life going forward, I think, 100%.
As for more depth, going better with my work and schoolwork in general, it was more, I just felt like after working out more and going to the gym and just feeling comfortable there, I was able to focus more on my work and just get a lot more done.
Chris Thibodeau was my student, and he was really quiet, really shy. He would come to school, and when he did presentations, he'd just be very, nervous. He wasn't very loud spoken. He didn't really have much confidence. A few weeks into the internship, myself and other staff members noticed he was walking differently, he was carrying himself differently, and these past 2 exhibitions that he did were his 2 best exhibitions.
I'm usually really quiet, and then starting this program I was able to actually start talking more and kind of joking around with people that I wouldn't usually talk to as much.
I pushed especially for Chris to be in the program because he was so kind of held back and he wasn't really excited about many things that he was doing here. So I was very enthusiastic about the program.
In the beginning, I felt that emotional safety meant being able to be yourself around a group of people without fearing of being judged, and now I feel emotional safety means the same thing. I just feel more confident in those words.
Hands down, I think it's one of the best programs that kids can get involved in. I really, really speak highly of it all of the time. I wish and hope that more of my kids did the program, and I'm hoping that they do it again next year so that more of my kids can get into it.
Now that I'm confident in myself and I just feel I can go up to anybody and talk to them, it's going to make things a lot simpler. I'd be better off in interviews talking to people without having to be nervous of what to say. Just in general, I can meet new people and have fun, make friends a lot easier than it was before.